All right, we're live. What's up? What's happening? So, look, you guys, smash that like button first of all, and welcome. Go ahead and kick off your shoes, relax your feet. Go ahead and put the phone down. Let it sit. Let it play in the background. We're gonna just chop it up. Now, if you just want to see my handsome face, then that works too. But we're gonna keep it nice and calm and cool and collected during the day. Anyway, I was watching this video of this young lady on TikTok. Now I've reposted videos of her in my reaction videos, and I recently made a reaction video with her. It's on my Instagram, and got a lot of views on there. So her perspective must be appreciated. So she's popping up on my TikTok, and I seen a video. She said that attractive men have it the worst. You gotta smash that like button. They get it the worst from women, and they get it the worst from jealous dudes. So we're going to start with the women, right? She's like, oh, attractive men tend to have women in a place where they don't know what to do with them, where women know they can't treat them like just any old guy. So they kind of like run away, which is true. I mean, you catch any, when you're an attractive guy, especially online women that like study you, they would rather like watch you from a distance. Some of your fans will try to conduct witchcraft on you and looking for you to stumble over words to feel like she's some kind of way inside your mind. This is the extreme levels of, I like to call it just hot man psychosis, because we can come up with a different title, but I think hot man, attractive man. It's like attractive man psychosis, to where they don't know how to really react. They don't know what to do. They find you attractive, they want you, but then when you speak, they can tell that you're not going to take any crap from them. And it's like they have to do some healing, or they're going to have to swallow that pride and calm that ego, and it runs them off, you know. And it's nothing that you're doing. It's a good thing. Like, you have women that attack you, don't know you, just from some content that they see or in your comment section, your live stream, and you know what it really is, because whenever people decide to go after you and they don't know you, when you really get into your growth and really start studying human behavior, it has nothing to do with you. And it's like, well, you're minding your business, and some woman is telling you about yourself, or wanting to, or she calls herself doing it. And you're like, well, it's an online woman. And you're like, well, what does she know about me? Well, what she's heard, how she feels from what she's seen, and a little bit you've shown her. Now, I know I don't show a whole lot online, so it's like you barely know a third of me, and you some kind of way. And this is why I always say the spiritual chicks are dangerous, because they call making up stuff and trying to connect patterns and dots that don't connect. They call it intuition, wisdom. You can't win in that. At least a church woman is based in God, so you got to frame a reference. The spiritual chick will bounce all over the place. Oh, well, God wouldn't want us to do that, because it doesn't make any sense. And also, you never know if they're a witch. The way I always tell if a woman's a witch is if she's wishing harm on her enemies. I want y'all to remember that. If she's wishing harm, or she says, like, I remember this one fine chick, hope she don't watch me on here, super hot Puerto Rican chick. I mean, just face of an angel. I mean, this chick was thick. Now, she had like a few children, but what I'm saying, I'm just talking to her online. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get the phone number. I'm trying to see what that body looked like. But she said something about her ex, so that's one red flag, bringing up the ex, right? And then she was like, yeah, he's having a lot of bad karma. Oop, done. I'm out. See, I don't need to hear nothing else, because you're a witch. Now, whether you know you're a witch and you practice it actively with the altar and, you know, asbestos, sage and palo santo and all that kind of stuff that you be doing, or You're just a witch with words, because words are spells. And if you're constantly speaking negativity on your enemies, see, when I watch content, I watch this, the worst. This is, if you are a tarot reader, I want y'all to listen to this. A lot, I watch and listen to see what people talk about whenever they're making a video. And if even AI, right? So if it's a video that's focused on growth and talking about what you're doing right or whatever, I want to hear it. But when it's a video about, well, you know, you do this, but you're not like these others who be doing, I don't want to hear about what other people are doing. That's none of my business. Why am I comparing I don't compare myself to other people. So why do I want to hear you comparing me to somebody else to make me feel better? That doesn't sound right. And this is the kind of stuff where I say it's witchcraft, because if they're spending their words talking bad about what others are doing wrong, and very few words talking about what makes you right and special, other than you're not doing what these so-called bad people are doing, that's a witch. That's a witch. And it's witchcraft and it's spell work. And I pay attention to stuff like that. Like anything, like with AI, like if I'm watching, because these AI videos are popping up all over the place. If you ever watch an AI video where they're talking about Sigma males or chosen ones, the whole video is, you can tell it's Chat GBT. It's straight up just, you know, you're doing this right, but most of the video would be, you're not like others who, you know, I don't know, man, overthink, or you're not like others that, you know, don't care what this, you don't need to worry about what anyone else is doing or thinking. That stuff is slowly like brainwashing you to be in competition with others. I always try to tell people that, like, listen to what you're listening to. Is a person speaking life into you, or is she speaking, or he speaking, or AI speaking negativity, you know, or death, or you know, harm on others? If they're spending more time speaking negatively about others than they are speaking wisdom into you, roll out, man. Roll out. You know what I mean? And I see a lot of women do that. Now, when you're an attractive guy, this is what you're gonna have. I have a lot of females in my TikTok friends list that can't stand me, right? And they don't know that I know that they're studying me. They're studying me and I'm studying them. Now, in my studying, what I've noticed is these women are completely out of touch with their femininity. They take a very masculine approach, and they observe men that they find attractive. And from their observations, they'll just start projecting a bunch of nonsense. Let's get some of this sun over here now. Yeah, there we go. Get some of the sunlight on my face. I needed that. Soak up some of the sun for a second. I know it's oral farming, but whatever, man. Anyway, gotta do what I gotta do, man. Hey, listen, I love the sun loves me. So anyway, these women, they study men, and from their observations of the things that they don't like, they make content. And you, like, I just scroll through my my feed, and these women are just, they're single, and they're like, you men need to, hey, check yourself. We don't need to do nothing. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I don't know why y'all talk like this. I know. There was no father around, no male figure that told your mom that she don't need to be talking to grown men like that. And that doesn't make a man want to listen to you when you start talking like you're some type of authority above him. You need to understand that he's supposed to be the leader. And if you're any kind of woman of God and the Most High, not the universe, not whatever you're calling it to make you feel like it's a woman and not a, you know, masculine type of energy, a creative, go get it type of energy, you know, you don't need to be trying to take the place of God by correcting men. And it's not even men you're dating, it's observations of men you want to date. You sound crazy, you look crazier to me. And I hit the like button on their videos every time. They think that they're getting a message across. See, this is what they do. And women do it a lot nowadays. They make observations of the men they find attractive and then get online and cry and whine about it. It's not going to get you. This is how you know they're immature. Why would that make a man want you? Why would that make the men you find attractive want you to observe them and then nitpick at the stuff because you can't get us, right? You know that you don't qualify. So you nitpick and then you run online and start making that kind of stuff keeps you in the place that you're at. You keep finding bottom shelf men because they're the only men that's going to tolerate you talking like that. My dad was in my mom never talked crazy to my dad, man. And when my mom had something to say, everybody got quiet and listened to her because she spoke soft. She didn't need to do all this telling you about yourself. And she wouldn't say nothing unless you asked. Y'all be volunteering. And this way you don't have a man. You look crazy. And why men like me would never even consider you. Y'all don't even think about what you're doing. You don't have any good friends around you or males around you. You really need some male friends, like male family members, not friends, because those friends are going to try to sleep with you. I don't care what they say. You need some male family, you know what I'm saying, around you to be like, you don't need to be talking to men like that. You're not going to get any men, real men, to listen to you. And there's so many women I see online that watch the men they find attractive, not the men that they don't find attractive, not the unattractive guys that no, they're consistently talking about the things that I do. I see plenty of these ugly ass dudes out here doing all kind of stuff like pandering to women. They have this crazy mother-son thing going on that they haven't. This is what I've observed about younger dudes and some other guys out here. They have a weird, inappropriate relationship energetically with their mother. They project their feelings of their mother and the need to want to protect her because the dad wasn't around and he's seen her go through so much stuff. They project that on strangers they don't know that look like their mother, which most black dudes do this. I see a lot with black dudes. So they just start defending black women and don't know nothing about nothing that's going on, automatically assume you, and then start coming around with that, hey man, you don't need to be, hey man, you need to shut up. I'm not a woman. There's going to be complications with this, man, and repercussions. Don't come over here. And you'll see these kind of males that you can tell raised by single mothers. Women can do no wrong, and they just jump in and they start trying to defend women no matter what, right? These kind of pandering men are running around all over the place, thirsty, begging for your attention. Why don't you scoop one of them up and y'all go live happily ever after and stop talking about us? Because you don't want them. No matter how much they pander, no matter how much they project the ideology of the single mother that raised them onto you and they defend you like you're their mother, you feel this weird energy. That's why y'all really don't let them, so those panderers in. You can feel the energy of this weird, like, why is, because I'm telling y'all something, man. You pandering dudes out there, it don't work because women, believe it or not, they want to be checked, man. They know deep down they're doing crazy stuff sometimes. They need a man that they know, because if you're just going to just like tell them they're doing everything right and want to physically go after any man that goes against women, you have an insecurity issue. You are someone that could end the entire family dynamic off of just one situation out in public. You can't be trusted. Hey, what's going on, fam? Salute, cuz. What's going on, fam? I appreciate you. Y'all do like my cousin did and hit that like button, you know? So you got to be careful with those kind of women. And these kind of women hate on you all the time. And I brought up those pandering dudes because that's one demographic amongst a bunch of others that love leftover hyper masculine women. But y'all don't talk about them. You're not on podcasts talking about, man, I'm really dating these pandering, single mother obsessed or masculine woman obsessed men, but this is the issue I'm having with them. No, you're out here looking for and trying to date men like me. And no matter what we say, get lost, fuck off, leave us alone. We're going overseas. You just get online and whine about that. Oh, who these men think they are? Talking about they don't need us and they going overseas. And why do you care? We are a subset of the demographic that you find attractive. We are not the majority. We're like the smallest community. The attractive men that have themselves together and can move around. Now you guys got to remember, being attractive is more than just the way you look. I mean, it's your mind, your body, and your spirit, man. So your charisma, the way you move around, your money, all that kind of stuff. They find you attractive, you making moves, and they're complaining about you. You leave them alone, and they're complaining about you. Why are we not hearing more about the pandering dudes? There's plenty of podcasts and men that just, woman God, and we all come for woman, womb. That's the womb of life, and woo, 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 woo. Meanwhile, there's a place in the United States that's literally a womb. It's literally a womb. Go look it up. I mean, that would be more where we all came from. You know what I'm saying? Or Adam coming from the dirt from that. All this woman is womb and all. No, man, listen. I'm gonna tell you something right now. And you can take how you want to take it. If God is going to be represented in this realm, he's not going to be the weaker vessel that's all in its emotions and having a minstrel that causes the emotions to be elevated monthly. That's not what he's going to do. That vessel obviously is made to be with a stronger vessel to take care of it. So stop, man. Get back into your soft behavior. Stop trying to humble men and tell them about themselves. You're only doing it to the men you find attractive. Now, if I'm one of these men you find attractive, disgusting to me. I don't care what you look like. I don't care how much clout you have. You're disgusting. Who do you think you are? I got clout, so I'm going to tell. No, you have a bunch of ugly men, bots, and women that follow you. It's not me. I'm not a fan. What does that mean to me? I'm telling you that all that stuff don't mean nothing, because at the end of the day, you want a man like me cracking your back. You know what I mean? Pulling your hair, folding you up like a pretzel, putting all these sit-ups and squats and movements into motion. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. But you think you're going to get it by whining to me about whatever you're nitpicking apart from me? Shut the fuck up. Does it make you feel better? Hmm? Hmm? Does it keep you warm at night? Hmm? Hmm? You know what I mean? Does it keep you from crying in the mirror? Because it don't mean nothing to me. When I see y'all post these videos trying to check and uh, post your observations, first thing I think is you're in my friends list and you're speaking against the things I speak about. You're an observational spirit. You're no longer even human to me at that point. You are demon possessed. When I feel like you're an observational spirit, well, David, what's a monitoring spirit? What's an observational spirit? Allow me to explain. See, an observational spirit is a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit that doesn't have a real life. An observational spirit is someone that sits on the internet all day and think they're holier than thou and can cast judgment on people that they watch online. Then run back to their shitty ass channels and start running their mouth about what they observed. Get your goofy dumbass out in real life and let others observe you as well. So you can get some feedback about whatever, you know what I'm saying, you're doing crazy out in the world, the same way that you're gathering all this stuff to get feedback about what you see. We're tired of it. I see these most of the time they're spiritual chicks, and most of the time they're tarot reader type chicks. Or let's not just pick on them. The religious chicks, the prophetic word women. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all look like hermits. I don't care what y'all say, but the way that y'all talk reminds me of unattractive women. I'm gonna be real. Attractive women don't sit there and try to correct the men they find attractive. They try to find a way to get around them. See, what y'all don't understand is you unattractive women move like those pandering dudes and unattractive dudes move on women. You know how like an unattractive dude will try to humble a woman that's attractive, try to get in her head so he can get her attention or some kind of way, make her think more than she should be thinking, towards this ugly ass dude that's speaking to her, saying some stuff that's cryptic to make, no. You know what I'm saying? Or calling her ugly or picking on her or whatever he can do to get attention, right? He don't care how he gets it as long as he gets it. That's y'all. That's y'all ugly ass. That's you. You'll do whatever it takes. Your ugly ass will sit here and make an observation of something I'm posting, which is barely anything to do with my life or barely telling you anything about anything. And then you'll start piecing things together, thinking that you're, some kind of way intuitive or you recognize patterns when you're just putting things together that aren't there. You just don't like the person that you're viewing because you don't qualify. So you need to come up with reasons as to why, this person's a bad person. No, I'm not bad. I'm not a bad person. You just know if we were to see each other out in public, I would walk right by you as if you weren't even there. You know what I mean? And if your bad attitude said something towards me, the first thing out of my mouth is going to be, hey, listen, I don't entertain or be around ugly energy. That's all I'm going to say to you. I ain't going to call you ugly. I don't be around or entertain ugly energy. This is in real life. This ain't online where you can just keep spatting off a bunch of stuff. At that point, it's like, shut up and get out my face, right? My physical presence telling you to shut up and get out my face, okay? But online, you get this babble about whatever. Stay in my friends list and hope that I see your content and think that it matters. It doesn't matter. I don't care what any of you idiots say. I'm literally just taking notes. I'm taking down data. I'm building Ricos on all y'all, man. Y'all be in my friends list doing weird stuff, content popping up. I have different categories. I got all these different, constantly buying notepads. I'm taking down data. This hater in my friends list, what race is she? How old is she? What does she prefer in dating? What is her eating habits? Man, this is all data for me. You think you're getting under someone's skin? I'm collecting information. That's all I'm doing. Do you see me dating any loser female? Do you see me losing at all? No, I'm not listening to you. I'm collecting hater data. That way I can look it over. I love having a bird's eye view. If I can't get the eye view, if I don't have the data, I need the data. So when you come over here hating and trolling, when you go back to your channels and throw shade, I collect data. What demographic? Are they podcasters? You know, are they spiritual people? It's a whole bunch of spiritual chicks throwing shade my way. Why would I date a spiritual woman then? If the online spiritual chicks are envious of the way that I have a connection with God, why would I ever date one? I'm collecting data, right? All I see is a bunch of spiritual chicks who are not tapped into God because they have no connection to a man. And that's the only way that they can really get in properly with God and hear God properly. I don't care what you say. And they're just online running their mouth about stuff that don't make any sense. I'm sorry, but you're not speaking to the Most High God. If you were, you'd have a man. You would know to submit like you're supposed to, apply all this boss energy towards the life you're building with your man, and keep it trucking. But it is what it is. But this is what you guys have to deal with out here. Women that find you attractive wanting to humble you. Women that find you attractive not knowing how to approach you. Just making up stuff about you, possibly spreading rumors, whatever it takes to make themselves feel better that they don't qualify for you. You need to know that. And that whatever they're saying is nonsense, right? Let them talk. I mean, what's the big deal? Like, you know, women babbling, so what? You know what I'm saying? So what? What's going on, fam? Hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? I'm gonna get these comments up, you guys. I'm just, I had to get that whole spill out. You know me, I gotta, you know what I mean? And then get to the comments. Get my cousin up here real quick. You know what I mean? And look, when you're out here doing what you have to do and you're building, you know, the women that deserve you will appreciate you and will approach you accordingly the way that you want them to. But women that have something to say about what you're doing, I don't care if you've been friends with them for years. I don't care if you're new friends with them. I don't care if you're just online friends. Tell them to kick rocks. Ain't no dude trying to listen to nobody. I'm going to be real. No dude is trying to listen to nobody. I'm listening to God. I don't want to hear a man or a woman. Oh, have you ever thought about doing this? Don't project onto me your failed dreams and fantasies and live vicariously. I'm doing what God wants me. I don't give a damn what you think you see. I don't care. God, he's wasting his talent. This is what I'm doing. Don't you see that you're weird? To say something like that is crazy. If I had the look and the bill, you wouldn't do shit. We wouldn't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Stop it. There's a reason why you look the way you look and I look the way I do. I'm following God's plan. I did what you did and run around looking for attention. I might not look the way I do. You know what I'm saying? The look wouldn't be the same. Y'all know how y'all look looking for attention and you see how I look. I ain't got to talk to you people about how most of y'all have started this whole skin glowing thing because of me. We ain't got to talk about it. You know what you're doing, right? You know who was one of the first, if not the first, to have that going on. It's all good. Mine is natural, though. Y'all be putting the oily stuff on your face. This shit is like underneath my skin. It's an undertone. You can look, it's an undertone of light. That comes from within. You got to get that from the Most High God. right? You guys, you can't just steal the aesthetic. You know, you guys that are envious of me, and not you guys that are inspired by me, I'm not talking about you, okay? But y'all that are envious of me and trying to rock the beard, this is all natural. It's not dyed. I don't go to no beautician. I'm telling you, when I'm in Thailand and I'm in the water and I'm getting in and out of it, this is all natural. This is exactly the way it grows. But y'all will project whatever you feel like is necessary because you can't believe what you see. You're not meant to believe what you see. You're not in connection enough with the Most High God to understand how He works, to understand why He does what He does with the people He does it with. You're not in connection with that. It's not meant for you. But the ones it is meant for, they get it, and the message resonates with them. You hear the birds? I ain't gonna lie to you. Might tell you a joke or two, but never a lie. You gotta smash that like button. So when you're an attractive guy, you get it the worst. You have women out here that know doggone well they love to date you, but they are terrified because you're not to be played with. You're not to be played with. There's nothing wrong, and this is the problem. You didn't grow up with a dad in your life. Because if you've seen a strong man that you know you're going to be safe with no matter what, ain't going to take no crap from nobody, and not easily influenced by just about nobody, you wouldn't be out here trying to break them. You wouldn't be trying to buck break them. You're buck breaking them because every other man you've been with, your position in their life was some made up wisdom that you claim that you have, and you're not going to be able to do that with me. You come over here, well, I just want to be your spiritual guide. Oh yeah? How so? What you mean, Sway? Oh, I mean, women are more connected. How so? What you mean, Sway? Well, just naturally. How so? What you mean, Sway? Because I ain't seen no proof of it. A Pookie can have 2 or 3 kids with y'all. And you can be a boss chick with everything going on. Man, there's goofies out here, like women, that black chick, I forgot her name, the one that went and got the artificial insemination after all this crazy talk, but then turned around and became a single mother. You have no sense. I don't want to hear none of this intuition stuff. I don't want to hear this pixie dust, these fairy tales. I don't care about that stuff. I need to look, I need to know how, see, I need tangibles. I need to see how God has rewarded you with things that we can all view from the intuition that you claim you have. You have nothing. You're in the same place you've been living in for the past 3 to 5 to 6 years. Y'all make content in the same raggedy ass, stinking ass room with the same audio quality. You don't upgrade nothing really. You don't know what to do with your following. You spend all your freaking money every chance you get. You don't know nothing about financial literacy, right? So all this stuff you claim you have, there's no proof of it other than you telling us in fake ass social media, which we all know is a psyop and a weapon used to suppress men and promote crazy ideologies that are not really happening in the real world. That's the truth of the matter. That's why y'all can get online and regurgitate things that you've heard and get tens and thousands of views. They're pushing all women to the top, just like MCU making these ridiculous movies that nobody wants to see. And it's not because they're female superheroes. You just make them so insufferable that nobody wants, but they keep pushing it, right? They keep pushing. They're losing all this money. They keep pushing it. So why wouldn't they keep pushing on social media? All of y'all get easy clout. I'm going to make an AI channel with a female avatar and go viral. I mean, it's easy, man. If I had a woman business partner, we'd be millionaires by now. My words with her face, it's over. I know what's going on right now. They don't want to see no real strong black man that's American, not some black African that's playing that he's American, but an American, Indian, Aboriginal, original, American. They don't want us to be anywhere looking strong. It's always been that way in history. You are no threat to them. That's why they're able and they like to put you out the forefront and push you to the top of the algorithms. You're not going to invoke any real change or cause any uproars. It's not going to happen. You're too selfish and you're too narcissistic, but it's not your fault completely. The internet teaches us to be narcissistic, but you're not as intuitive as you think or you be able to see through all that. You can't see through it until a man says something, like me. And you still go along with it because sometimes you're in a mood where you dislike all men and you love to see the algorithm saying all this crazy, hateful stuff. But it's all good. We're going to work on healing. We're going to work on getting things back together. Like I said about the Leo community that we're building, I'm starting to see female Leos trying to stand out of the community by, a woman Leo. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because once the men stop entertaining it, it dies off. At that point, it's a bunch of cackling women talking to each other. Where you want the attention from men. Don't do this. Okay? Don't do it. It's weird. Like, calm yourselves down. It's a community. That's how you got to start thinking about things as a whole. The full community, not what makes you feel better. Well, let's talk about women more. The algorithm's going to automatically start spilling out content that's going to put women over men. You have to fight the urge to fall in the trap. You have to. I mean, they're doing this through, this silent war of feeding y'all all this crap online in these algorithms, and then you think it's real. You think that your views are that based off your talent. You think that all these dudes being suppressed and the women that are talking the right kind of way, and they're getting suppressed too to a certain degree. They're still a woman, so they're still gonna get clout and build online. You think that we just suck and you're so much better, even though you're regurgitating the words that we said first. The hell are you talking about? No, the algorithms are fixed. If you are a man and you want to make money, I'm telling you what to do, bro. Get a pretty woman, give her a script. Y'all go in business together. I'm telling you, bro. Because I'm not wrong, and I would prove to y'all if I had a woman willing to do it. We go super viral, saying the same stuff I'm saying. I'll give her the full script. Saying, well, I mean, some of you content creators are already doing it. Some of you females are out there regurgitating damn near verbatim what I'm saying and getting plenty of views. But like I'm saying, man, like if I had a business partner, not some selfish, what I'm saying, envious, stupid ass hoe, but like a business partner that's like, all right, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to split the money like this. I'd set up the whole back, drop and everything that's running in the background. And all she has to do is just be on there regurgitating stuff that I come up with. We go super viral. It's just that simple, man. A woman is talking like she has some sense like a man. Instantaneous viral sensation. I'm just being honest. You see women do it all the time. They watch us and they be like, oh, I can do that. And they see other women going viral. They start doing it. Some of these women start going viral so quick. You can see on their face that they're not even ready for it. They're like getting all these subscribers and they're kind of like in shock. The look on their face. The look on their face is kind of like, well, I didn't know this is going to go this well. I'm going to just keep doing what I do, and hopefully no one notices. I didn't think it was going to go. It looks like that look at their faces. Look at a chick that just gets started and then starts going super viral, regurgitating red pill points, the same stuff that all these other guys, and they're going super, and the look on their face is kind of like, yeah. I mean, I know I'm good, but I didn't earn all this. But hey, we're going to roll with it. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good, right? Because eventually all of this suppression that they're doing with the originators of the content is going to fall off or trickle off or something. And then the guys that actually came up with the stuff will be able to float to the top. Now, I'm not even saying I came up with most of the stuff. I'm more... Yeah, it's about time for me to go. Once these hillbillies start seeing somebody out here, they want to start impressing them. I don't even know why or whatever. But, yeah, man. You guys smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. I'm just telling you what they do when you're attractive. I got a TikTok full of not all of them. A lot of my female friends on there do come through, but there's a lot in there that just be making this nonsensical content that's literally counters to live streams and videos I've posted. And they don't have a man. They don't have a man. They're not married, but they keep doing this. They keep posting counters to the things that the masculine men they find attractive are saying. And I just look at them and shake my head. You're never going to get a man. I don't want to hear what you have to say. Who the fuck are you? Why do you think that you have some intuitive nature to yourself when all you do is get hustled by anyone that got a little bit of game? A little bit of mouth game. All this junk y'all talk online. A dude that looks halfway decent, borrowing someone else's clothes, and a little bit of mouth game can get what he needs. I don't want to hear what the fuck you have to say. Most of y'all to be talking the most stuff. Y'all, you need to hear. You need to. Didn't you just have a baby out of wedlock like a few months ago? The hell are you talking about? And then you'll ask her, are you religious or spiritual? I'm spiritual, of course. Of course, no accountability. That's what they love about the spiritual community. There's no accountability. There ain't no Bible. They nitpick and cherry pick out the Bible what they want to talk about. That's why they always go spiritual. Y'all say the final form is a church woman. Nah, nigga, the final form is a spiritual lady. That's the Super Saiyan level 4. You talking level 3? No, 4. Phone's about to die. But I'm gonna get off of here, man. But that's what it is. They go spiritual, so there's no accountability. They can talk loosely like universe and mother womb and goddess and stupid shit that you can't say when you're going to church because you're gonna be held accountable. What are you talking about? What Bible verse did you get that from? Oh, nowhere. You made it up. They're making it up as they go along, however they feel, grabbing whatever. This is what a lot of women do. They grab whatever they need to from different people online and make this amalgamation type of weird ideology that don't make no sense because they pulled it from multiple people just because they don't never want to be wrong. I'm not gonna go down this rabbit hole, you guys. I'm just letting you know when you're an attractive guy, you're basically a lab subject. And you'd be surprised at the kind of women that are just watching me and studying me. You'd be surprised. The level and the look and what you would perceive to be a good girl, they're not good girls. If she ain't got a man, she ain't a good girl. If you don't have a man, you're not a good girl. That's why I'll be, you know what I'm saying, slapping my dick on your face. Because you're not I don't give a damn. You like that. You like that shit. You like that shit. Because if you didn't, you would have a man, a church man, a good guy that probably would never even slide his dick in your mouth. But you still out here in these streets and you online faking. No. You want me to take this, slap it on your fucking face. That's all they want, man. I don't give a damn what they present online. If you don't have a man and know how to interact with men, keep a man, tolerate a man in the way that men can be for a long period of time, you're showing me that you like to be out in the streets. You want me to crack it from the back, but you fold it up like a pretzel and then slap it on your face. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. Okay. And I'm going to give it to you. And I'm going to talk to you like that too. No matter what you're saying online, I know how you want to be talked to. Hell up out of here. Come on now. Anyway, smash the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. What are you waiting for? You know, share the live stream. Hey, man, I'm just a Leo. I'm just being me, man. It's just, well, I be watching my haters online. Boy, they be saying crazy stuff. They be like, boy, these Leos, man, they'll just crash out. Then they'll be smiling out. Stop observing stuff too much. I'm just being me, man. I'm not, I'm just speaking my mind. Just speaking my mind. We're having a good time over here, chopping it up. Come on. There should be a little bit of funny education and community in every video you're watching. If there's not, what are you watching it for? You know what I'm saying? I try to keep you entertained. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Love and light. Remember, ladies, I do this because I love you. If I didn't love you, I could get on here, be shirtless, and just be like, Mother Goddess Queen, what can I do for you? Anything that you like. I'd be doing all this goofy stuff and be super viral and then just be laughing my way to the bank while I'm over here dogging out women in the background. Like I ain't got no kind of sense. Just running through them 2 at a time because, I like 2 at a time. You know what I mean? I call it passing the mic. Let me stop. Got me reminiscing about the good old days. Because I used to be a bad guy. How else could I be like I am right now? I wasn't the greatest. I've cheated back in the day. Had a couple threesomes with a couple ladies in the back of my vehicle, back of my truck. You know what I mean? Or whatever. I've done things. I'm not completely innocent, but I've grown. I'm grown. I'm a better man, and I'm trying to take what I've learned from all my experience with the great women that I've had, and apply it towards one great woman here forward. I'm vetting now. I'm doing better. You guys, pray for me. Hey, listen, I'm working on me. You know, what I'm saying? It's a work in progress. But I have been celibate for going on 3 years, and man, it's been a long time. Been a long time. Yeah, I know that's my sign to go. That's my sign to go. But yeah, again, you guys, more content coming. It's gonna be mostly reaction videos. Make sure that you guys are watching those reaction videos. It's the best way to connect with my community, man. We're just over there chopping it up, watching the videos together. These are normally like recent videos, so just keeping up with things. So we're going to be doing that for a bit, getting the community back up and going. Like I said, we're doing mass production. I made sure I got a good sleep last night, man, after the gym. So we're going to get that popping off tonight. Plus, I'm definitely going to drop another video on my AI channel, Who Told You That, where the avatar version of me keeps it nice, calm, cool, collected. You ladies know y'all like that quiet storm voice. So if y'all just want to hear my voice, I turn the volume up just for the ladies. I know how y'all like my voice. I'm not even trying to be conceited, because I don't too much like hearing my voice for too long. Believe it or not. If I'm looking at a video myself, I can't watch it for too long. All right, I'm just gonna be real. I can't listen to myself for too long, man. But women like the way I talk, so I'm gonna make sure that I have that kind of option over there for y'all. Or if you're, one of the male subscribers and you don't like my rants, you want something that's kind of like consistent and monotone all the way through, going over there to Who Told You That, my AI channel, where I'm dropping reaction videos daily. And it takes a long time to make these videos. Salute to y'all that make these AI videos and do a lot of editing, man. That is time consuming. It is a process. But y'all know I love a process. The more complicated, the better. I love the work. I love the discipline. I love the reps. The reps, man. It's all about y'all got to remember that it's all about the reps, man. You got to get that work in. No matter what it looked like on the outside, because at the end of the day, man, you're going to be perfection. Anyway, y'all, I'm out.
In this game, you got to have that dog in you.
Made in America.